going to be a good show.
Me too. Yeah.
I think it ought to be a decent show.
I think so.
I mean, I like the name. I like to meet the creators.
Yeah, it's a good name.
It's a pretty good name. That kind of worked. And tonight, it's going to be a good show.
It is going to be good.
It's going to be a really good show. Good show. We got the artist Jackie and the Wizard.
Yeah, that's cool. That's going to be good.
It's going to be good. I think that'll probably be decent. I wonder if anybody's going to watch.
I don't know. I guess
I wonder if anyone's watching now. They probably ought to click like.
Probably, yeah.
That'd be a cool thing to do. Click like. I mean, you know, it's going to be a good show. We just got done telling you.
Yeah, it is going to be a good show.
So, you know, you already know
Yes.
it's going to be a good show. So go ahead and click like. Follow the page. Like the page.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do those things.
You got a few minutes, go to the bathroom, get something.
Do you think people are going to have a buzz?
Oh, that'd be cool.
What are we doing right now? There's like 3.5 minutes left. What is it we're doing right now?
We're about to have a good show.
Is that what we're thinking?
I'm thinking that's what we're thinking.
Are we sitting there? Are we sitting there behind the scenes, just going, okay?
I think we're about to meet some creators, and it's gonna be fun.
We've probably already been talking to them backstage.
Yeah, we've met them.
Well, that'd be cool.
Talk to them more, and that's cool.
Well, it's gonna be a good show.
It is.
I mean, I really think it's gonna be a good show.
I think so too.
You know, the Artist Jackie show is my favorite show.
It is not Mondays. I really like their show.
If there's anybody watching, along with liking this video, why don't you go over to the Artist Jackie show? Links in the description of the video.
Yeah, I like that stuff too.
Yeah, head over and like their stuff. It's really good. Do we already know what we're gonna talk about with the Artist Jackie tonight? I mean,
yeah,
about the show,
creating,
about the show and creating other things. I mean, 2.5 minutes under two. It's getting closer.
I'm getting excited.
2 minutes 20 seconds. I'm excited. I think this is gonna.
It's gonna be a good show.
I think this is gonna be a good show. I mean, 213 is my lucky number. There came and went. Boom. But yeah, StreamSurfers. Meet the creators. Hosted by us. 2 minutes. It's the 2-minute warning.
It's about to start.
Oh, it's about to start. And have we mentioned it's really going to be a good show.
It is.
I think you know, get over there and share it.
Other people should know.
Other people should know. This is just. I think it's going to be good. So share it.
Yeah.
Tell people that I said it's going to be good. And you know, maybe they'll listen. Minute 30. Man. Oh, it's getting close. I'm getting nervous.
Hope everybody else is getting ready.
I wonder if I'm ready. I wonder if behind the scenes, if we're having any type of difficulties, or if I'm just
guess we'll find out in just over a minute.
Ready to go. I don't know. Sometimes these things, you know, sometimes they're difficult.
Yeah.
I have to do a lot of talking. I mean, I'm really not ready. I think it's gonna be a good show. One minute. Oh, if there's anybody sticking around, we're under a minute away from the first episode of Meet the Creators. StreamSurfers. Meet the Creators. Hosted by Wes and Jess.
Hey, that's us.
It's just 40 seconds away. Shit.
Man, it's gonna be starting in no time.
I hope Artist Jackie and the Wizard are I hope they're excited too.
Yeah.
This is probably got 30 seconds. Holy. Oh man. Oh, it's getting right there.
I'm ready. You ready?
I'm ready for this. I think this is really gonna be a good show. I mean, we'll see.
And we're gonna talk to them some and have fun.
I hope so. 15 seconds away. Oh, the shit!
It's gonna be a good show.
10, 9. It's like a rocket getting ready to take off.
5.
Well, let's okay. Let's just see what it is. In the beginning, there was nothing, and then there were live streams. But who are the ones producing all that content?
this show, we find out. Meet the creators with your hosts, Wes and Jess. And this week's special guests are the artist Jackie and the Wizard. They'll be discussing their weekly live stream, their music, performing during COVID, and upcoming video projects. And now, Wes and Jess.
Hello, and welcome to StreamSurfers Meet the Creators, Episode 1. It's our first interview show. I am Wes.
And I'm Jess.
And if you're new here, then you probably don't know that we do Stream Surf with Wes and Jess normally throughout the week, where we actually appear as these cartoon characters. And what we do is we go out and we take a look at and see what live streams are running out on the web, and seeing what there is that isn't just video games or online shopping. What actual entertainment is there out there? And we've found some great things. Let me get these cartoons turned off. Let me get them turned off. We have found some great sites, great entertainment. And because we love doing this, and I want to talk to other people that really seem to have a passion for putting out these live streams, and are putting out some really fantastic work, a lot better than anything we do. But we at least have fun, and there's something about this that I am driven to do. I want to go live. It's hard to describe. It's a rush. It's like double the sugar in the coffee. Just keeps me fucking pumping. But anyway, so we want to meet the other people for these shows that we've started to really start to watch. The ones that we end up just camping on when we find that they go live, especially the ones that have a weekly show. And my favorite, and if you are a regular to the program, you know every Monday night that let me see if I've got every Monday night I'm going to be heading over, and 8 o'clock ish, you're going to watch the Artist Jackie show. Ish, you're not on yet. Are you ready? We are pleased to have with us for our first episode the Artist Jackie and the Wizard. Let's go ahead, and you are in the program. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello. How are you?
Loving life. We are such fans of your show, fans of your music, and fans of your show. I was telling her when we on the live stream, when you had agreed to do this, I said I'm gonna act like a fanboy. I'm just gonna be I'm gonna be all oh shit, this is so cool, because it's literally so much fun watching the show and all the music. The songs just get stuck in my head, but
He sings them all the time. Just every day.
I do. I just, it's probably a Tourette's thing, but I do. I end up throwing the lyrics out there throughout the day, and just love it. So we love having you here. Go ahead. Introduce yourselves to everybody, and tell them about your weekly show. Let them know what you do each week on Mondays.
Okay, so I'm Jackie Francis, also known as Artist Jackie, and every Monday night we have a show that features Providence music. So we used to do this show called Madcap every single Monday night at 11 p.m. Madcap was like an open mic showcase kind of show, and we were like we kind of had a unofficial residency where we played every Monday night at 11. So then COVID happened, and Madcap started doing a live stream, and we were featured every night. And then Madcap decided they didn't want to do a live stream anymore and wanted to go on a hiatus and do other things. So me, the Wizard, and our friend Brian, who was doing lights and sound, were like, COVID sucks. Like the only cool time of our week is Monday when we hung out and did the Madcap stream. Why don't we just keep doing it? And I was like, yeah, cool. And I said, how about we get 2 guests to join us and we'll just keep hanging out on Monday night like we've been doing for 2 years. Because me and the Wizard were like, the best time was going to Madcap at 11 p.m. And a lot of there was kind of different types of people at Madcap. Some of them were like, I'm going to go. And around 11 p.m., I'm going to leave because I got to get up at 6 or 7, go to work. And then there was those people that didn't have to go to work. And they stayed after 11 when we kicked off the rest of the night. You know, so that was the coolest time was to me, like, I had a saying that every week starts on Madcap Monday. So Monday was always so important to me. It's when we rocked. We rocked on Monday. So we just didn't want to stop rocking on Monday.
Well, you haven't. You haven't. The program you have, the guests you have are just. I love every bit of it. The first time I saw you, let me bring this up. The first time I saw you was on a Tuesday, I believe it was, because that's when the Parlor did their thing with 13 Folds Radio. And we were doing our show with the cartoons, and we came across the tail end of your program here, and we listened, and I liked what I was seeing. It was, oh, this is neat. Oh, this 13 Folds Radio, that's really cool. I like this act. Oh, that's really neat. I like the Wizard running back there working that, and then I heard. Everywhere I look, sexy people. Mm-hmm. Everywhere I look, sexy people. I heard that fucking vocal hook, and it was just, what the hell? And I had to listen then, and it was after that I actually went and searched for your page. Because
we just talk and stuff the whole time we're watching other streams and shit, so we might not actually pick up on what they're doing fully until we hear something that catches our ear.
But that vocal hook in Holy Shit, that's the name of the song, right? Holy Shit?
Yeah, Holy Shit. I can tell you a Holy Shit song story.
Yes, please do. This was the first song that was an earworm for me, so I'd love to hear it.
Okay, so I got a messenger on the Artist Jackie page, which you messaged, but not only too many people message that page. A lot of time it's my personal messenger, right? So some guy, I don't know who he is, says, are you available to play at the Met on November 23rd? No, are you prepared to play? Can you play a gig on November 23rd? I don't know who the hell this guy is. He didn't say who, where, when. Like, I don't know nothing. Right. So I'm like, I wrote back, maybe, ? Like, I don't know. He writes, at the Met, opening for the Winehouse Project. I don't know who recommended you, but will you go good with this act? I answered with one line. It said, I kill it every time. He writes, I like your confidence. You're in. So it's day of the gig, and I go, we play it like, I think it was 9. Right? I think we took the stage at 9. Get to the parking lot like 6:45, and I ate an eighth of mushrooms. Seemed like the right thing to do, right?
It does.
So this is a Met. So the Met had like Against Me plays there, bigger bands. You go in the back, and it's like there's like a green room, and there's like a dressing room for the. There's a dressing room for the main act. It's huge. And then there's like this little one for like the opening act. So me and Jamie had the little one. So I ate some shrooms and Jamie didn't. But Jamie's doing usual Jamie stuff. So it's probably includes other things. So I'm cranking Funhouse by the Stooges. I'm doing karate moves, push-ups, jump squats, going nuts. And Jamie's doing the same thing. And he's like, I didn't even eat any shrooms, but I feel like I did hanging out with you listening to this, So all of a sudden the stage guy's like, are you guys ready? 5 minutes. And I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's go. So it's like a real gig where you come out of the dressing room, you have to walk up the stairs to the stage, and there's a curtain, you walk out, and there's a whole bunch of people and bright lights in your face. Pretty cool spot, Best spot we played. We're opening for the Winehouse Project, which is amazing. Like,
Yeah.
it sounds like, looks like, and does Amy amazingly. So we get out there, and we play a bunch of songs, and I got sunglasses on, and it's like, it's going really well, right? So it's like the 6th song on the set, and I mistakenly said to Jamie, play Holy Shit. So Jamie fucking plays Holy Shit. So we play Holy Shit, and all of a sudden, all these women came to the front of the stage, and they looked at me and went, play that again. Play that again. Play that again. Play that again. And I was like, you really want to hear the same fucking song again? And they're like, play it again. So I'm like, hit it, Jamie. So we fucking play it again, right? Crowd goes nuts. Holy shit, sexy people. Everywhere look. Yeah. So we play a few more songs. I say to the sound guy, I'm like, how many songs we got left? And he's like, one more song. And the crowd starts going, play Holy Shit again. Play Holy Shit again. I'm like, you motherfuckers want to hear the same fucking song 3 times in the same fucking show? And they're like, play it again. I'm like, all right, fucking play it again. I jump off the stage and I'm in the crowd surrounded by a circle of women. And when it came to everywhere I look, I just put the mic. And the whole crowd said, sexy people.
I believe it.
Was that just like such a wonderful, like, just amazing feeling to have them doing that?
Great. It was great. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I've never felt that, so I'm just imagining it's probably awesome.
Yeah, to have any crowd ask you to play a song twice is amazing, and then to have them play it a 3rd time, it's like, all right, it's happening.
I will attest to that being a true story because I personally have listened to that song 3 times back to back that I know of, at least on one setting. Just over and over, I listened to that fucking song.
Peer-reviewed study.
Oh, it was
That's
one.
how it'll fuck you your mind. That's how it'll fuck your mind. As an artist, I was like, you know, it's like COVID happened. I had to make new music or nothing. I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to write a song that people like as much as Nebraska? Holy shit.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh. But then I recorded 6 new songs that no one's heard, and I'm like, fuck yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. So I can't wait for y'all to hear those. Yeah.
No, I can't.
The songs that you have, they're each making their way into, because I literally love. We have stopped our stream when we've been doing the cartoons and said, you know, we're just gonna hang out and watch the end here because Jackie and the Wizard about to take the stage. And because we'll have stopped by, you know, during the show, see the opening acts. Storm and Norman, I loved him. I loved.
Yeah, I can tell you Storm and Norman stories.
Yes, I bet there are some. He seemed like he seemed so genuine and like such a character at the same time. Yeah, you know what I mean. Just he seemed great when he was up there and everything. Yeah, any good Storm and Norman story. I'd love to.
Yes,
I've never seen anybody cover Jack Black.
Right. Sometimes at Madcap, once in a while Jamie wouldn't be able to make it, or he'd have to get up early for work or something. But I would be at Madcap, and Nate, who's an amazing musician and the host of Madcap and Providence, he's won Motif Awards, Best Rhode Island many times. He would usually jam on the guitar and just play some like reggae chords or whatever, and I would sing my songs, the same lyrics to whatever he was playing, you know?
Yeah.
So it had like kind of cool vibes of Nebraska and different songs I did. And a lot of people really liked those jams we did. So one time I was at the Parlet, it was the open mic, and somebody asked me to do a set, and I was like, oh, there's no one really here. Like, I ended up doing it with Storm and Norman. So I was like, hey, Storm and Norman, you want to play guitar with me? And he was like, yeah, sure. So I get up there, and he's like, what do you want me to play? And I was like, just play anything. So he starts riffing on the guitar, and I sing Nebraska, right? And it was pretty cool. It was fun. So I got off the stage, and I'm like, yo, Norm, like, when we play Nebraska, were you fucking playing Jesse's Girl? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I was so freaked out. I didn't know what to play. It was like the first thing that came to my mind, and then I was playing it, and then you started singing, and it was like, yeah. So we did a Nebraska to Jesse's Girl with Storm and Norman like 3 years ago or something.
He's the only person I've seen tribute. He went into tribute, and I was dying as he went into the Jack Black Tenacious D.
Oh, he killed it. So for
it
the
was
longest time, Stormy Norman would just play guitar and have other people sing. Like, he was really good at playing the guitar for Carol Lynn Smith or.
yeah.
And so I used to go, "Hey, Storm," like, and Nate, I think, would say it too. Nate would come up with the mad challenge, because with Madcap, you'd go to someone and say, "I got a mad challenge for you. Like, how about you sing a song like in 2 weeks on Madcap?" You know. So I was like, "Storm, when are you gonna sing?" And he was like, vocals aren't my thing, and lyrics are really hard. And I was like, "I don't know, Norm. I think you could do it." Like, this is like 2 years ago. So to see him now. Killing it. I saw him in an open mic and he did this Rocky Raccoon song, and I was like, holy shit. And yeah, he's killing it. He's got the whole, and I was like, you got some moves. You got like an Elvis hip thing going too. He's
bringing the show. He's bringing the show. Which is what your program does. It's one thing, because since we are talking about. Let me get to our viewing shot so I can at least. I love your intro sequence. I love the laughter. I love all that. I love the.
This is all him. This is all him.
They're beautiful.
I literally am the name of the show, and I book the opening acts. The rest of what you're seeing is all this guy. Before that, we had Brian Cabral. So you see the really earlier episodes, probably up all the way up to what, a month ago. Basically,
Yeah, about 4 or 5 weeks ago.
yeah. Brian was doing the sound and the lights, and Jamie did the cameras and the production. But then everything opened up, and Brian's one of the most sound guys. He's one of the best sound guys in Providence, so he gets a lot of work. So
Yeah.
as soon as things opened up, he went back to working at bars and clubs and doing his usual thing.
You can actually vote for him in that.
You can vote for him in the Motif Awards. Yeah, Brian.
Nicest guy, nicest guy, or something like that. Wasn't that the because nicest sound guy. I think that was how that his name was under that I saw. That I voted for. Because I recognize it from the show.
Brian has a big part of the show too. Because Brian was a big part of the show, and it's sad to see him go. But Jamie's been doing everything since.
I'm sure it's been more work,
could
but
come back at some point. Who knows if he's got nothing to do? Who knows?
What's happening? What's happening in your area with the COVID? Are you in an area where people are vaccinated and things are able to be open, or?
Yeah, we're both in a high vaccination rate place. Like,
good.
Like Massachusetts and like Rhode Island are probably at like 70% or something like that.
Awesome. Yeah, there's certain areas that just are going to be locking down. But I don't want to get all negative. No, we love.
It does affect touring, though. It does. You want to go on the road, and you're like, is things going to get shut down? And then bars are closing, and then bars have restrictions, and then
you don't have the crowd
coming from another state coming to their bar. Fucks up touring for sure.
Now, one thing about your show, and this is the thing that once because like I say, everywhere looks sexy people is what just, I got to go see what's going on here. And then saw there was a Monday show, watched that Monday show. And the thing that you do is you make this live performance into a music video. The camera work and the layering and the different filters that you've got over top of I have got to say the production quality, and I think my first time
stuff, man. It's all weird.
The first time I saw one of your shows, I think that was one of my comments was just, this is the best produced show I have seen out here, because everybody's got multiple cameras, everybody's got different stuff. The layering and the presentation, especially when you work with the lights and the filters that you're putting in place, you're making these just off the shelf. It's a live performance that comes across like a music video, like like you would want a music video to feel like. That was one of the big thing was just you've got something really if that's you, Wizard, if that's you, Jamie, yes, that is.
That's
We
super
have
cool.
9 cameras in studio. They're all different, except for 2 of them are
Yeah.
the same. But they're just all cameras I've collected along the way. I've did a lot of video work earlier in life, and so I got to play around with this. I'm performing just as much as the performers are performing.
Yep.
Really,
Yep.
it's fun to do. It's
I-
that fun.
I saw behind the scenes you're organizing all this over in OBS, if I'm correct.
Oh yeah, yep. OBS
That's-
has been very, very kind to us.
That's what we use with me trying to get things going, learning that, and I saw what you had, and it was just so immersive and so you're using the tools that's there artistically, and it comes across in the production. I love what you got going on there. I love what you got going on there.
Playing around with cameras back in the day. I was in video telecom in high school, and I just started collecting cameras then. So I have a few of those still, and just playing around with just different signals and finding ways to send the signals through each other and over each
We
other.
started doing the Madcast
OBS
stream in this
like
room with a really crappy camera, with this laptop, right? And it was glitchy. It was almost like I felt like I could like be like here and jump over there, and it would be like you wouldn't even see me jump. It would be like, it was like Robot Man,
Yeah.
So then we went out there because Brian knocked on the door. Was like, hey guys, like I'm kind of bored. I'm not doing anything. Like you guys doing a show? Like we could do it out there, and I could do the silent lights. Started doing that with this, and then the camera was terrible. So then we got a $31 camera from eBay on this computer. It was slightly better, but
we're
it's
using tonight actually.
still kind of sucked. Yeah. And then Jamie was like, I think the problem's the computer. Like if we get like a better computer, I could add all this stuff in and run OBS. So that's what he did. He got a new computer, and then I mean some of his cameras are probably 15, 20 years old. Like he got them all to work so that every camera has a different unique view because they're all just random.
It does. That I didn't know there were that many. I knew there were at least 6, but I hadn't tried to analyze it. But it was like,
6 is a good estimate.
it was like, damn, they are working it here. Well, I see all the different ones and the layering that you put in on these videos.
Some of that layering, I think, is like a glitch in one of the cameras that's broken, right?
But you're using it artistically.
It all depends on the sequence.
Okay.
And when we plug them in, sometimes it just doesn't have enough power, or sometimes the cable gets out whacked a little bit and the signal gets a little choppy. It's really all it comes down to. And then this one actually does it the most if I plug it in last on the sequence when I plug the cameras in, because you got to plug them in a certain sequence, otherwise it doesn't recognize the right USB.
This is
signal and
over the
stuff.
top to me. Like I can't
It's silly shit.
plug it
Well,
in,
you-
plug it in.
You got to have somebody. I end up doing all. She hangs out. I end up figuring out somebody's got to run all that OBS and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm hanging out with you, girl. I'm hanging out with you.
You really bring it. And then as an act, as the music, the fact that you've got all those cameras, Jackie, you are playing those cameras. You do a great job of playing those cameras, and even I really like some of the shots, some of the angles on the Wizard that get brought in
The
there
Wizard
and
camera
overlaid.
is a good one, yeah.
Those
Love
are
the Wizard
good.
cam.
But there are. I want us to talk about some creative stuff in a bit here, but there is so much performance that you're putting in visually into the show with when you're delivering those lyrics and everything. It's just you guys are great. That it really is a show. You're really delivering entertainment and everything, and just naturally working that camera. I love it. I love every bit of it, and that's totally honest. Oh, what is this? Is this a vape pen?
So I'll tell you, like
There we go.
before COVID happened, I never did any of that stuff. I didn't jump around. I didn't dance. I kind of was a little more tame, and I kind of sang the songs. But then we started doing a live stream, and I always kind of saw myself doing more. And then there was no one really watching to worry about looking at me. And then I kind of wanted to be more entertaining to whoever was watching on the camera, instead of just looking at a regular live stream. With, like, you see someone sitting on their bed playing an acoustic guitar, fine.
Yeah.
But I wanted it to be energy in your face, like ah. So
That-
I just decided to just like perform like no one was there. Like no one was there. It's just a camera, you know? So I just let go and just fucking went nuts. Yeah.
It
Started
totally
dancing and
works.
jumping around, and I have trouble with the camera sometimes because if I look at the cameras too much, it kind of fucks me up. So sometimes I'll glance at the camera and say, okay, this one's on, I'll play to it. Or I can see, oh, this one's on, I'll play to it. But then there's other times where I'm not even looking at the cameras, and it's up to whoever's working the computer to kind of follow me. Kind
Yeah.
of thing, you know?
Yeah.
So, like last week, it was Russ who played second. Russ was the one doing the cameras for us. And so sometimes no one will want to do the cameras, so we'll just put it on one view because there's no one to switch it. We'll ask
Yeah.
people if they'll do it, and often they'll do it. So,
Yeah, it's pretty much a hands-on production once it comes to us being on stage now.
yeah.
Now that Brian stepped back.
Oh,
and,
2 weeks ago,
Brian's
the
got to stay every
wizard
Monday.
set up behind me on the computer, and he was doing everything, and he had one on him, but he wasn't next to me. I don't know if you noticed that.
I did. I saw that. I saw that he'd come up from his board, and there was that mouse, and I could see the screen, and so I could see him reaching
No
up
one was
there
to
to
do
hit
anything,
it.
and the wizard's like, fuck it, I'll just
I thought
do
it was
all.
cool that you were just showing that you were doing it all there too. I thought that was cool.
There are
Just did it out of just the ease of doing it because no one else was around. So yeah, we took apart most of the cart to do this right here, this interview. I got some of the stuff in this other room. So now I'm gonna reboot the cart and just get it set up a little more streamlined. Now that it's just me. Before it was me and Brian, and I just had a little production station, and it was cool. Now I got to do the whole production right there, so I got to make sure everything's available.
with OBS. Little geek talk. If you could get yourself an app. There are free apps to run OBS remotely for your phone or for a tablet. So you may be able to set one of those up to give you, while you're working, the ability to just hit to change to a scene down in there. There's our geek corner. We had that geek corner. I want to end up growing to where I do that.
You gotta
But
have a graphic that flashes like Geek Corner when you do that, you know.
there you go.
Good
There you
idea.
go. There you go. See, that's the thinking. That's the creativity. Now, what I'd like to do for the rest of this time, have we had any comments?
We
We've
have
had
had some.
we have had some comments. We have a number of people watching. Oh, why don't you read off some of those comments, dear? let's deal with some
Peace and love.
comments.
Hey, Kat. Kat says, "Hey guys." Friend Win. Where was it? Oh, they love your program and the music. He said.
When
Does this come through?
I think it is coming through. I can hear it.
Cool.
Wait, you got some more of these?
Win was wondering, can an out-of-state artist perform on the show?
Can an out-of-state artist perform on your show? We had a question. Yes, we had a question in the comments.
If you come to Pawtucket, Rhode Island, sure, but we don't like have anyone remotely. You have to be in the studio.
Yeah, we don't do a remote jump in. You got to be in the studio with us.
It's all
gotta
because
talk
you
to
know, for
Jackie
me,
all the
the
time.
real thing is about. I'm glad you guys all watch and enjoy it but the real meaning started for me was the tiny little gathering we had on Monday, and what was happening in that small little space was so magical with everyone, you know. So
Right.
we don't want you to be on a computer. We want to be hanging out and smoking some weed and having
That-
a drink with you.
That feeling comes across with the show. It's another thing that does come across that's what that is. That get together of people playing. It has a really good feel to it and everything. And
Yeah.
I wish I wish I were there. There's no music scene like that anywhere within, I don't know how fucking far of me. It's so sad.
Providence is so special. Like, it was beautiful today to see everyone posting like, "Hey, I voted for you, and this person's nominated." It was just like, it's just a lot of love. It's like
It
Providence
does.
music scene. I don't know what other music scenes are because I'm not there, but Providence is, I think,
Other
got a good
cities
music scene.
have nice ones, and Providence. You know, you don't think about it, but ever since seeing 13 Fold Radio, and I've followed to watch some of the different bands they've had, and I've watched the different acts that you've had, and it's just, I just love that scene. I love that vibe. It's all this. This would be so fucking awesome to be at. It really makes me want to be there smoking weed and partying with you guys. And I
Well,
would
you can
be,
go out to on any night there's shows. It's like you can go to any of these venues and there's a good show. You know?
I can see 3 churches
Or an
from
open
my
mic.
yard. I
The
live
open
in the
mics are amazing,
country.
too. So
I
many
live
people
in the
start out as
country.
open mic.
I can see
Yeah,
3
well.
churches from my yard. And
Wow.
alcohol has only been legal here for 7 years.
All right.
If that gives you any indication as to the difference in vibe where I'm at from where
I joke
you're
around
at.
that I got a bottle of moonshine. You appreciate that.
I know that. I have been to shows where people want to, hey, take
'Cause I'll
a
say,
swig
yeah,
off
I'll tell
this.
people this is moonshine.
I saw you bring it up.
It's just water. But, you know.
Now the what I'd like to do now for the have you replied to any of these, dear? Oh yeah. I think Win will travel. Win may take you up on the showing up and getting high and performing. He may head on out there. He does a program and he's gonna be on here at one point in time. But I love his music and everything. The Art of Floundering podcast. You might see me share some of his stuff. But what I'd like to do for the rest of the time here, because we've got everybody, there is a link to Artist Jackie, where they run the show each week, Monday night and everything. So, because what I'd like to do for the rest of this program, and it's kind of a behind the scenes, I think I kind of mentioned it in an email, was let's talk about some video. Let's talk about some video ideas for your music. Let's talk and the cartoon that we were talking about and some other stuff, because I've got multiple ideas for different things that I'd like to talk to you about, and I thought for the people at home, the viewers, if there are, maybe there's viewers on the tube of you, I don't know. Oh, I think there's been at least one out on YouTube. Hey, thanks, viewer. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to talk about a couple of those ideas and let people see the creative process. See, and, bounce some stuff around. You have seen our cartoons, right?
I love it. Yes.
The We Enjoy Every Day,
I like your iPhone videos too of your songs, like the vape pen and like.
those are like those. I love just putting those together, and what I try to do is make something just a little bit funky, but doesn't take more than an hour to do. You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna just premiere. I'm gonna throw some audio, throw some reverb on, and out the door. One take. Because I try to shit these things out, but you know that you had those cartoon characters that you had sent to me, that this other artist had done. Are those what you're wanting to do if you have a cartoon made? Would that artist be,
no.
or do you want us to
No, we're not
create
married
new
to that,
ones?
but that inspired
Oh.
the idea of a cartoon.
Okay. Now, before I throw out, because I've gone through in my head some ideas for some cartoons. But several of the songs, as I come to them, I end up coming up with what I think is actually more live action video for a music video for the song, because I want to, I want to make the best video for whatever song it is. So I'll wait a bit. But what are your thoughts on a cartoon? What when you picture having a cartoon? Because I think I'd mentioned, oh, just tell me who the villain is, and we'll come up with a Scooby-Doo story. That sort of thing. What do you guys have in mind when you think of a cartoon? Do you have a song that you want featured? Is there,
I have no idea, honestly. It just seemed cool. Like, yeah, those pictures made me think, like, yeah, I could see a cartoon. But as for, like, the pilot episode, like, I have no idea. Jamie had some more ideas than I did.
Yeah, it is pretty simple with that. I don't know. It's all like we gotta like go to the open mic. Like anything can happen. We're going to play music, so we're gonna like we could just show us on tour, and then like just dealing with the situation.
That is what I had
Jamie
pictured.
Had this crazy. Jamie had this. I won't call it crazy, but Jamie had this. I don't know if he remembers it. How many chocolates he ate that day, but he said, "I think I want to make the cartoon an exact replica of Highway to Heaven, but with me and you, and we go with the exact storyline of Highway to Heaven, but we're on tour. So everywhere we go to play a show, we help someone like on Highway to Heaven, and then we move on to the next time." And I was like, "Oh, that's interesting."
Now help them with a situation, or help them pass on peaceably. Is there a twist? Is there a dark twist to the Highway to Heaven program where we're helping people meet the Maker a little bit quicker and easier and painlessly?
Well, they might be deserving.
Well, it was just some dark humor coming from me. Just throwing out a dark humor idea.
We could have a vigilante feel to it, sure.
Well, that I had pictured it being something where it naturally gives itself to a new town feel every episode, because you're touring. So there's new people, there's a new venue, you're having to deal with the new place, and then at the end, whatever song is featured in it, is either played while the chase scene goes on, but I would say go with the old Scooby-Doo feel, where you've got to expose that bastard who's scalping the tickets. Expose, some guy for doing some shit, and out him, and there's his dick out in the wind, that kind of thing. We unmask the villain, that sort of thing. And then you get into a song.
I like those ideas.
You're saying theme song, and I like that idea too, is using one of your songs as a thematic overtone of the entire episode, and just using that one song for the bumps and the wheels in between.
I gotta tell you something about Blue Lights. Is it's Jamie's least favorite song of the set.
The vocals won't leave my head. The vocals, they will not. It has. And to each their own. I won't say anything about another man's taste in music or anything. So Jamie, I understand, but that song is just drilled the fuck in. It is.
Never contested playing it, so
I used to close every set. I'd close with Blue Lights until we made Holy Shit, and then it was Holy Shit was the closer. But Blue Lights was the closer for a long time.
Now,
people driving off, you gotta be careful.
Blue Lights, that was one, because it's always in my head, it was one that I started to think of, and started off thinking of cartoon, but then I was actually thinking of, with the camera setup that they have, if I could just get camera feeds, I could give direction. We could totally do a live action, moving it along with the energy, because it's got such drive and energy. I think I've got a good idea for a live action video with that, that
I think it's more like
utilizes.
an '80s video with like the white snake girl like being like arrested and then having to walk the line and like a sexy. I'm not even gonna be in it. Just like some hot sexy thing and Daisy Dukes getting arrested and all fucked up. You know. Like, I
your
think that's pretty
your
cool.
live delivery on that song, your live delivery of the line, you're wearing your high-heeled shoes as you're walking the line. Your if you watch videos of you and your live delivery on it, I want to capture that. When you're saying to smoke a little, drink a little, had a shot or two, as you're delivering those lines, that does, I think, need to be in the song, because your performance is really energetic on that song. So I'd like to I could storyboard something, because I think
I like it. Yes.
I think with the cameras that you set up,
I'm not wearing Crocs the whole time. Yeah.
that'll work. That'll work. It's your delivery and your move of the line and everything. And I can go through based on other videos, and I can go ahead and get some storyboard shots. And this camera, and then I'll put together the other pieces we need to show the blue lights flashing behind and other stuff like that. So that was the first one that I had thought of. The other one, and you talked about it. And I love the story about the writing of it. How it was just, a kid in Nebraska doesn't have to go through this with the freaking waves and the glasses.
Yeah, wreck me.
And then sitting doing dabs with your boyfriend, watching police brutality videos. So I love the origin that you were talking about with that. And there's
one of my mom's watching.
There's an effect. Oh, I'm sorry. No,
That's fine.
I was.
has insomnia, so who knows?
Well, if she is, although I can't even see that number if it's more than
She
one.
likes the song too. She likes the song.
The song is excellent. Now the other one, Nebraska, the video that I think there's an effect that I do. We also do the cartoons, but I've been doing all these different visual effects with After Effects, and it's one where I picture a lot of black and white footage of buildings with murals. So it's like a in town type thing, and the murals are, they're not freshly painted or anything. So it's an inner city. Oh, that might have looked good 30 years ago, and having your performance match into the wall. I can show you the effect, so you're actually a part of the mural. I think I've got. Let me get. Here we go. This face on a wall thing. Oh, let me turn that fucking down. I'm sorry.
Hey, you. Come here. Yeah.
Where I could put you into a mural and everything.
On a wall. Isn't this neat?
Blended into brick walls and different things.
Just think
and
what
so
I can
we've
do
got.
for videos for your company. So, how about giving me a job?
So this effect.
Where are you going?
Oh, come on.
Come back.
Stop,
Hey.
you piece of crap. That effect applied to buildings and sides and maybe billboards of the with just slight movement in shots, inner city, putting you up on these. I see looking up at one tall wall and having the it's more the abstract of the wizard over top moving and everything. I think that could be something, because that song, like you were saying, without setting out to do it, I think that song resonates with people. I
think that's really cool. I wrote that in 2015 or 16 on a blanket on the beach, and then all this stuff happened in America after that. And then when you look at the song about, kid in Nebraska being the privileged one who'd never been police brutality, who's never, the waves represent the desk getting flipped over, the girl being dragged out of the classroom, and that's the wave,
Yep.
I didn't write it like that, and I think it's funny I didn't write it like that, but it's interesting how songs become something You know, there's so many famous songs we love and we has a meaning to us, but the guy who wrote it is probably like, yeah, it wasn't really what I meant. But
I have about 3 that were just phrases that my brother said in conversation that I just said, oh, that'd make a line for a song. And I just did that with some sort of thing.
The
And
hemp plant
oh,
song.
I do that all the time.
I said we should write a song for that hemp plant, and then
wrote a
there
song
you
for
go.
the hemp plant.
I
That
had a
was
whole EP full of brilliance last night, but I didn't write it down, and it went into the ether, and now I forgot it. But it was fucking awesome, and it was like a whole album's worth of amazing shit that just came out from like one-liners and shit talking last night, and I didn't write any of it down. And
I have to always get
I
the
don't
phone
remember
out
any of
or
it.
else I don't remember it. I'll sit there and, oh, those were
I
3
think my
great
best
riffs.
work
I
is
love that.
Put it away, honestly.
I've probably
What you're
lost.
hearing is just the shit that I remembered.
Well, don't forget any of what you've got because what you've got is gold.
I remember all the lyrics. I remember all the songs we got. Yeah, and you know what? Those are 20. We have like maybe 25 songs on the list that we play. We play a lot of the same ones because people love them. But we have a lot. I have a lot of others. I have 80, like maybe 80, 70, 80 songs on my Bandcamp that we haven't even played. You know, so.
Damn. Now I put the link to the Facebook, and I had seen that you had put up some, but I don't know if you're advertising it yet up on YouTube. If you had put it, because there were some videos.
I have a YouTube page that features a lot of Providence music. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I take a lot of videos of Providence music with my phone and the way I shoot them. And
I have noticed that. I do enjoy seeing, and it's another thing that it's like, damn, they've got such a great fucking music scene in Providence.
oh yeah, I have a playlist on Jackie Videos PVD Music. There's over probably close to 500 videos on that I shot on my phone over the last 3 years.
I will get a link to that and get it into the description on this video because I only have the
Feel free to,
Facebook right now.
Rip any of those videos and share any of the ones you love because there's brilliant performances on that playlist.
I love
I tell
everything
people,
you
like,
do.
You don't care right now. No one gives a fuck right now. But in 20 years, 30 years, when you're old as fuck, you'll be showing your grandkids this shit. Like when you were cool. Look at this.
Half of why I do what I do is because I've got. I don't know if you've noticed because we are friends. If you've noticed the stuff I've done with my kids, and to try to make videos with them. I've got a 5-year-old and a 9-year-old daughter, and I involve them. These videos that I have here, my daughters. Here's a portal. I did a portal example. Is it showing up? Yeah. She'll actually grab a soda on out of the portal. We can do a lot of stuff with the wizard. We can do a lot of sci-fi with the wizard character in live action.
A lot of wizardly stuff.
Oh, she's grabbing the juice out of the fridge.
I like it. Yeah.
And then Dad comes to, and then no juice for Dad.
Hey, who drank all the juice? Stinking kids.
I make sure and use them in my VFX stuff that I do. Kids sell, and they're cute. I did put a music video together for them. Sorry. Let's turn that down. They were asked to do a video for a song for a Dr. Hook cover album. And so I rewrote the lyrics to Everybody's Making It Big But Me for modern, have Rihanna and Billie Eilish and some of them.
Modern pop stars and female and, more for you.
But
these days.
Half of what I do is to keep these kids motivated and keep them creating. Teaching them to just try to love creating and
Sounds beautiful. Love that.
But yeah, those are the kids. Those are the little ones that we do other stuff with. So So you're open to the
I like
idea.
all your ideas. I like your ideas. I almost I don't know. It's up to the wizard, but I almost feel like feel free to make whatever videos you want to make with the music, or I don't know. Like,
What I
if you need
think
our voiceovers or you need dialogue, like let us know. But like,
Well, the what I was thinking was some if I could come up with a shot list, knowing your existing cameras, and I can give you a cut of the camera angle, so that because there are moves that you do and everything. As I've put these in my head, your performance is because you bring it, and that is a part of the show. I'll come up with some shots, and maybe in an after party, if you guys aren't wiped out at the end of one of your shows, we could go through and just use an OBS to do the recording, get that section of that song or whatever. One of the
yeah, we could do that.
the two that live action I'm thinking would be the
I don't
Nebraska.
plan, my moves aren't choreographed though. They're just like however it happens. I don't choreograph those moves. It just like happens.
It'll be there. You do it. It's a part of when you do blue lights. When you do blue lights, you do blue lights, and your body does it. So if you're in that part of the song,
The last couple of weeks, Blue Lights was, but I think I really killed it. Yeah.
it's there, and there's elements of that I want to get, but I think the Nebraska one it'd be the one with the most impact, and the one where we're doing the murals, having the singing with the murals on these streets in this city and all that. So it just has an overtone, and people can interpret the song as they wish. It's not overly political. It's not overly anything. Those lyrics are there. You're seeing city. You're not seeing brightness in city. You're seeing darkness in city. But it's not. We're not going anywhere beyond that. So that we're leaving the focus on as we're panning past this building. The
I've challenged
darkened
a couple
silhouette.
of singer-songwriters in Providence to cover Nebraska. I
No
want to see one
kidding.
of these people try to cover it, and a couple of people are interested in the challenge. Yeah.
It is fantastic. All of them.
Nebraska.
Yeah, cover Nebraska.
The Hottie and a Hatchback. Hatchback
That's
Hottie.
the one. I gotta tell you, there's like a lot of girls that have come up to me recently would have been out, and they're like, "Oh my god, I love Howdy and Hatchback." One girl came up to me and was like, "Oh my god, I love that song so much." She's like, "You were the reason why I bought my friend's hatchback."
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, she's like, "I'm gonna be a hottie and a hatchback too."
Well, all these as you listen, they give you drugs.
Yeah, that one I think is probably my favorite.
They give you drugs is another one. That and then a joint, a bottle of beer. Don't get much better than that. You've got great use of vocal hooks. The songs have great use of vocal hooks, so that they cling to you. That was what happened when I saw you at the parlor. Everywhere I looked, sexy people. That came at me 3 times, and it was, oh fuck, I can't listen to anything else now. I have to hear this. I have to hear this because I'm hooked into it.
Love it.
What I'd like to. Thank you for the hours of entertainment. We're gonna watch every week. I think what I'd like to do then, if you guys are cool with it, is work on a storyboard for shots for Nebraska, and get a storyboard over to you so that, and you'll recognize the shot. I'll include an actual cell from one of the videos, because it'll be a camera you already are using, a camera setup you already have. So you'll just be recording that in OBS, and that'll give me everything I need. That way you don't have to do shit beyond be set up, and so that's why I was thinking maybe if you had energy at the end of one of your shows on a Monday, afterwards,
Depends on the weather. It
yeah,
really
you
depends.
know,
Sometimes it's like right above us. And you can't see it on the video, but it's the skylight is glass. So in the daytime, when it's 90 degrees here, this whole room that we're in is just baked,
oh
and
jeez,
it's 100 degrees. And the air conditioning we can only put on for a short amount of time because it freezes up. So you gotta keep turning it off. So there's been times when it's been like 96 outside, and I play the show here, and I'm like dead. I'm like dripping with sweat. Like, it's
oh,
insane.
what was her name? Who was saying she opened last Monday?
Lee.
And she was saying how she is sweating, and I thought, oh,
Yeah,
that poor
sometimes
girl.
It's hot in there. Yeah,
That
it
was,
is.
so I believe that. Well, whenever
And
it would
I'm
be
basically doing an
convenient.
aerobics video. It's like me in an aerobics video, basically.
And this last time, you went long, didn't you? You guys did a long set on Monday to finish out the show. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we don't usually do that all the time because we play every week, and we don't want people to get like,
We're warming up for Sunday.
But we play on Sunday, and the vibe in the room was just like, I just want to keep playing. So yeah.
It was awesome because you kept going. I thought, oh shit, because I've watched, I watch every week, so I end up seeing your part at the end every week, and it was cool. It was really cool. I think
What did we play? Like 15 minutes, maybe? I don't even know. Something like that.
easily, I'd say easily.
And sometimes we usually play we'll play. One time we probably only played like 20 something minutes and then stopped.
I've seen when you've only done 3 or 4 songs, and I can understand, especially if everybody's been going long and you're running in the 2 hour plus range. You'll be like, oh shit, okay, we brought it today. We don't have to go half hour here at the end or 40 minutes. Let's just cut this. Let's do 3 toppers and then we're
I
out
actually
of
thought
here.
about putting us at the front one of these shows, like open the show and do it, because I don't know how many people want. A lot of people tune in for the opening acts because they're family and friends of the people that are opening acts, and I don't
Yeah.
think they watch our act because it's late. So sometimes I was like, maybe we should just open up the show and play a set,
It's I've wondered how many people I have thought if you overlaid a live feed of the wide overhead shot. You got the one that's kind of wide, shows the whole area down there without any sound, because you've got things of interest in between that you're running. If you also had setting up for and then have his name with down in the corner, kind of like we are in the shot here, so they don't hear you, but they see that you're setting up for the next act. Because I don't know how the numbers go in between the songs and everything.
I never pay attention to it.
Yeah, I just enjoy it. I sit back and enjoy it. I love it each week. Well,
As soon as that ends, I'm cranking Spotify, some crazy good music, and the party starts in the room. It's like we just put the video on, and like we have 14 minutes to crank these tunes and do these things, and
it's a great time. It's a great time. It ends up being it's what we finish our Monday night on. We absorb that show, and personally, I love that you're last. But I understand what you're saying about there's more
we'll
people
try to keep it
earlier
that way.
on.
We'll keep it that way.
But I'm the guy that's sitting back through. I'm more the. Do you ever watch Flight of the Conchords? Yeah, you ever see their one fan Mel, their creepy fan. I'm more I'm gonna sit through this whole show because I want to see them at the end. I gotta catch their act at the end. So
we should stay at the end. Yeah.
I'm there one way or the other. I'm gonna be there wherever you're at in the show. I'm gonna make sure I'm watching. So that's you're not gonna
And then
lose
I thought,
me.
like, am I supposed to host this show? Like, do an opening monologue, like the Artist Jackie Show. And I was like, nah, fuck it, I don't want to do that. So we didn't do it.
you've got some neat eclectic stuff going on. I really love the laughter. I love the opening sequence. I know it's great production. It's
I
just
like that
really
it creates
creative.
anticipation because you know what it reminds me of? Like what I really liked is a movie with Christian Slater, Pump Up the Volume. You ever seen that movie?
Yes, yes.
You know, like when he's like he wasn't like I'm going on at 8 exactly. It was just like he's just like back there and he's like got no shirt on. All of a sudden he's like, "Ba-doom, I'm alive," and everyone's like, he's live, he's going now. And that's kind of what I liked was the anticipation of, are they live yet? No, they're not live yet. No, are they live yet? No. Oh, they're live. Yes. Yeah.
That's
So,
I
so
witnessed
I
that
wanted to be like
myself.
Christian Slater and pump up the volume. That's how I wanted it to
Oh,
be.
you guys is
Gleaming the Cube's good too.
sitting there pressing the buttons and plugging things in, like, oh my god, I gotta get this done. And
Just
then
like-
once it's all plugged in and everything's going,
he's
then you
working
play.
he's working hard. I'm just trying to
Play.
be
So
entertaining.
it's all set up. It's so sometimes with
I like to I answer the door, you know,
We've
and
had at least
show them
6
where the
weeks.
bathroom is, and
6 weeks on at least updates. Where we're like a half hour late because of updates on the computer. It's like we just did that a couple days ago. Updates.
I love the show. I love you got it going on with the I haven't noticed any drop in the show, in the production of it or anything since Brian's departure. So you're still bringing it with all that.
So in essence, Brian still is helping produce us. That's his equipment. We're still using his lights.
Yeah.
So.
often Brian, even though he had to leave to go do sound somewhere else, he would stop here and kind of set things up for us a little bit, and then he'd leave. And then lately, we haven't seen him. He's been so busy, but
Well, hopefully that's a
But
good
yeah.
thing. Hopefully that means that there's going to be gigs, there's going to be places for people to play in.
Yeah, he's doing that all the time, but maybe sometimes you just gotta sit back and relax.
no. So the parlor, he does reggae. He's a sound guy at reggae night every Monday at the parlor.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
He, I've seen the videos that you've posted of acts that were there, and I've seen their show that they have, and I saw the behind the scenes where they've got the different cameras and everything. Do they even have room for fans when they're doing their show? Their 13,
Oh yeah, there's plenty of room for people. Yeah.
it seemed like the cameras were taken up kind of right out in front of that stage, all the way from one side to the other. So
yeah, you can't get you don't want to probably get that close and be in the shot, but there's room from the bar to there to hang out. Plenty
Okay.
of room.
But yeah, that was where I swear you guys have such a great music scene. I'm so jealous. I'm so
Yeah,
envious.
we're very fortunate. Yeah.
Well, I think we're gonna probably gonna call this a. I say we call this a win. I think we're gonna call this a win, ladies and
I think
gentlemen.
that's great. We had a great time.
You have seen
yeah.
you have seen us talk about their live stream, the use of the cameras, the different things. They talked about how they got into it because they missed that Monday Madcap and everything along those lines. You've seen all these things. Why aren't you sharing it? I don't know, but share it with your friends. Get over there. The link is in the description here for the artist Jackie every Monday night, 8-ish. You'll start waiting for that
8-ish.
notification, for
Yeah,
when they're
we're
going to
coming.
go.
I usually try to post like someone setting up sound check, like it's soon. We're almost there.
I watch for those. So I'm one of the ones keeping an eye out on Mondays. Head out there and like and follow their page. We love you guys. We are huge fans of
We love
everything
you.
you
Thank
do.
you very much. It means a
Uh,
lot.
I
You guys
will
do.
be.
Your energy is great.
You brought it. You are the reason that we feel this good. It has
Yeah.
been such an honor meeting you, and I will get in touch with you about the. I'll put together the outlines for shots that we'll need for Nebraska, and let's do a music video and kind of piece together the idea for the cartoon. If you want to continue on that. What other characters? Something to think about with the cartoon, real quick. The
I
parlor.
think you two should be in it. I really do.
The parlor needs to be the outside of the parlor. I think, especially because you're going to get noticed locally if you include other people. So if you include some local people, like some people at 13 Fold,
I like
like
that
some
idea.
other artists, and the parlor as a location in your storyline to start with, it's going to get everybody to share it. They're going to be like, hell,
Right,
we're
definitely.
in this thing. I've got a line in this. You could have people. We can make this as network friendly and have people in this.
Which is great.
Just like you're doing with showcasing talent on Mondays. We can showcase some people and just kind of bring an eye to them and let everybody
love
say,
that idea.
I had
That's
my
a good
moment
plug.
as a cartoon, and build that community and everything. I love
good.
you guys. I love you guys, and
Thank you. We love you. Thank you so much.
you're fantastic. Monday nights, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go ahead and I think what we'll do. Let me come to our 2-shot here, and so what we can do is, as I'm hitting the stop streaming button, we can just all wave, because I put all my time into that intro, and I didn't do shit when it came to anything. Love the peace sign. Peace and
Yes.
love, everybody. We love you all.